ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. He will return this from deep in the end zone. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now a 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Off play action. Britton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hyde. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given any.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Vikings nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Kene Nwangu.
And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the draw, this is Barkley. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
It's a loss of a yard.
To throw on 3rd down, Britton. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. (21-0) our score after one.
The score is Seahawks 21, Vikings nothing.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 13. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Metcalf motions left.
Back to throw again.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Myers' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, Britton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They'll set up a throw.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin has already handed me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Steady.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he floated one out there incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down carry for Barkley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Britton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On 3rd down, Britton is going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Barkley. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Read the rules, nigga. Red zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Oh, my bad, cuz. Slow down, cuz. I ain't hear you. All I heard was something about what you call it. I ain't hear you ask. I got the game on. I mean, hey, let me turn it down. My apologies, big guy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bro, I said you good, bro. This my bad. I'm watching the game, man. I got the game. All I heard you come across. All I heard was something about plays. I ain't hear the question at all. All I heard was something about plays. You good? Yeah, bite don't count in the red zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw here.
Targeting the outline. He completes this to Metcalf.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
straight ahead. Here's Nwangu. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Britton. And he's got his man on the out route. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Britton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Sullivan. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now. And that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming. And they pick up another first down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Running left, it's Barkley.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw.
To Henry.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
He'll look to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll look to throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coach...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced
good game, brother.
Wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.